Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you are doing great. We are going to talk about something that I've talked about before. I've told you I'm invested in. It's an asset class that I believe in the future, in the next few years, is going to take off like an absolute rocket ship. And I've not officially done this yet, and I'm doing it today. So here we go. We're going to be talking about mining stocks, commodity stocks. I've told you before that I believe that the next big boom is going to be the commodity sector because of worldwide turmoil, the geopolitical threats like and risks like war, right? And you've already seen a taste of it, right? So we're talking commodities, everything from food, but really it's natural resources, what I'm gonna talk about today. Gold, silver, lithium, cobalt, nickel, things like that. Things that the world are vying for right now because of a boom in green energy and that whole, I mean, honestly, I can't stand that stuff anyway. But they're going to use high inflated electricity prices, natural gas prices, things like that, to force you to buy something different, new, right? That you can't even, it's not even sustainable anyway. I mean, look at what happened in California, right? And this tangent is going somewhere. California announces no, gas powered vehicles by whatever year was it, 2030, 2035. And then literally a couple days later, oh yeah, and don't charge your Teslas. We don't have the infrastructure for it yet. Well, here's the thing. This is what you cannot deny. They're going to build the infrastructure. They're going to build the plants like nuclear power. Like, we can't deny it. Nuclear power is the cheapest way to produce energy and the cleanest when it comes to a carbon footprint. All right. They've been fighting it and fighting it forever. They're starting to figure out, ding, it works. So they're going to start building plants like that. So you need uranium, right? Then they're going to start building more of these electric vehicles. So you're going to need nickel. You're going to need cobalt. You're going to need lithium for batteries, right? Then you're going to need silver for all of the circuits and all of that kind of stuff. It is going to be absolutely a monstrous um, commodities bull run, bull cycle. And it's not me. It's look at like Ray Dalio and all these billionaires are out there telling you this is what's going on. This is the future, right? They're already positioning themselves right now. Well, the reason why I'm telling you this now, I'm going to tell you about lots of things to be afraid of or worried about in this sector. First off, the opportunity is immense because the sector is completely smashed down. And I'm a contrarian investor. I love to buy things that everyone laughs at, and then I sell it to the masses when they are all excited. I mean, it's like sewing up your first beanie baby, and someone's like, "What's that?" It's called a beanie baby. That thing looks stupid. It is, but it's going to be a big deal. Why? Because everyone's going to need one. Don't worry. I know it's weird. I'm sewing up the beanie baby. Yeah, put down which beanie baby I'm sewing up right now. I just stuffed it in the comment section. I want to know what beanie baby you're thinking of because those things were stupid, but they sold a ton of them, right? And the point being is, you're like, Ninja, how are you talking about beanie babies and mining stocks? Well, this is why. Nobody's thinking about them. They don't care about them. Why would we need them? Why would we need them? And look at the prices, right? Well, they're completely depressed right now because people are discarding them because right now they want to buy stocks like Nike, Tesla, Apple, all this kind of stuff. The stuff that's imploding right now as we speak. And I think that's why it's important for me to do this. I'm about to start telling you tips and tricks on what to look for in the commodity sector when you're investing. Number one thing I always look for is who are the big players in the game, the billionaires, the ones that made literally billions in the sector, or at least hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars by picking good projects, real projects. How to identify a CEO as a lifestyle CEO or a CEO that's here to get things done because he knows what it feels like and what it is to experience a win, finding a discovery, right? And taking that from an exploration company to a junior mining company to a major mining company, right? Also identifying the players in the corporate structure. Have they had wins before? What are their backgrounds? Things like that. Very important things. And then teach you things like the Lassonge curve and how a mine starts out in the exploration phase, then goes into production, and that curve, that lag in the time of how long the stock price can wane while we're getting into production. All right. So I'm going to start showing you companies that I actually own. And the reason why I didn't do it before, I did a little bit, like I'd say, hey, I own this stock, is because they dropped in price. And I've been expecting this drop in price. And where a lot of people would freak out, like I did a video, I said, I bought this one company, Reyna Silver, and it's dropped 50% because the paper price of silver and gold are down, which is very easy to identify. And it's going to get a little worse in the next coming months. And that's why I want to share with you. I'm not a financial advisor, professional, all that stuff. I'm an investor, right? So I'm a value investor. When Reyna dropped, they were still drilling and they even found even more metal in the ground. And their price is down 50%. So what did I do? I bought more because I don't go all in. I nibble it first. And that's one thing people need to realize about this sector. Nibble a little bit. get enough of a little bit of a core position to where you start to follow the company, you learn about the company, you understand where they are, their risks and their benefits of where that mine is located, that deposit's located. Um, and then also the benefits, you know, depending on what country it is, right? How bad they need the mining sector to do business, do work. So I'm going to start to reveal to you guys the stocks that I own, but I want to emphasize this, and I'm going to start a whole new you know, playlist on YouTube about it. This is going to be the first video. This is the most important thing. Nibble. And remember that you're going to be still volatile. We're sitting on the bottoms right now. It could go down a little bit more. But we're sitting at the bottoms because the world is starting to wake up. Government's starting to wake up and they're going, crap, you want to build how many Teslas? How many wind-powered turbines? Wait, you're gonna need cobalt for all that. You're gonna need nickel for that. You're gonna need lithium for that. You're gonna need silver for that. Oh man, we can see where this is going. These guys are all flying up to Davos on their private jets, you know, polluting the heck out of this place, figuring out, oh man, our country needs to start tapping into its own natural resources, because countries are starting to figure out right now, they're going to go buy something and the other country's going, we ain't selling it to you. We're holding it on for ourselves. And we saw that in rhodium in 2005, I believe it was, when rhodium went from 600 bucks to $12,000 in a matter of 6 months, because Russia said, we're not shipping any of that stuff out anymore. We're holding on to it. And shoot, during 2020, the spaz out in 2020, we saw rhodium go from what, 5,000 bucks to $30,000 an ounce. And right now, I think rhodium sits around $14,000 an ounce. So you get an idea, if you owned a mining stock that mined rhodium and the price did that, what happened to the price of the stock? So that is what I'm going to start covering. Again, I want to blanket this in caution. You are about to experience some very, very wild swings in this market. And there are no other YouTubers out there talking about this kind of stuff, where this is the next bull market. These stocks you're going to see in the next 10 years being bigger than the valuation of Nike, bigger than some of these than the valuation of Apple. I know that sounds crazy, but mark my words, it's going to happen. In 10 years, you are going to see valuations. So this will be like you bought Apple at $8 a share. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not a stock pump and dumper. I'm not a promoter. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. I want the long-term big play based off of what's going to happen in these metal markets as the world decides to dive into this electrical power, because they're being forced to from inflation. All right. So I'm going to start sharing that with you guys. I'm going to divulge the companies I own slowly. And that's it. I hope you guys get something out of this. I hope you guys have a great day. Again, invest light, go slow, learn about the sector, because then you will invest by your convictions and your knowledge, not fear and uncertainty. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.